Hey everyone, welcome back here. I'm here to discuss with you how you can debug your flow, irrespective whether it is in a development phase or it is already activated and it is in used in your system, right? So to do so, I will be showing you, I will be creating one flow for account object, and I'm gonna show you how you can debug there that flow. Okay, so to do so, I already landed on the flow builder page. I have selected the account object, and I wanted this flow should execute it whenever a record is created or updated. And I have already put it down the entry criteria, like if name is containing test, then only this flow should trigger. And one more, like when to run the flow for the update records. So in this scenario, I have selected every time a record is updated, edited, then call my flow. Okay, it means like irrespective of name field, any field of the account is updating, we are editing, then and it is fulfilling like this condition. Okay, so this flow will call. If I select this one, then it only when a record is updated to meet the condition requirements. In this scenario, specifically if I will be working on the name field, then only this flow is going to call, right? So now I have selected every time any irrespective of name, any field is updated, this flow should call. So I have configured for that, and further I'm moving ahead for fast field updates. I'm selecting this because I'm going to update my account itself. Account descriptions field not going to work on any related objects or any other object, or not going to send email alert and all. So I have selected this. Now done. Okay, now if you now I have defined my actions, what I am going to do. Here I'm going to update my account description test flow trigger, the value I am putting down this, and done. So now I have once I will save the flow, then only these options will be visible, like debug and view test. Okay, means it's not require us to activate your flow, then only you will able to debug or view test your flow. So here if you see, you will be saving your time, means before activating it, you have options to debug and test one round of your flow, to see that whether it is fulfilling your requirements or not. And later, if this through this you get satisfied, then you can activate it and you can test your functional flow, means whenever it is in the scenario where it is lying, this flow is actually used in your functional flow, right? So let's start debug. I clicked on debug, and when I wanted when I'm creating, run the flow as if the record is created. Okay, so here you can select the existing, and you can take a reference of any existing test record. So I have selected test account. As you see, like in my account flow, I have mentioned like if the name is containing test, then only run. So in this scenario, this my trigger is going to, sorry, my flow is going to my flow's entry criteria going to satisfy. And I will, so here if you see, now this has been run. And at this debug details, in this panel, right panel, you'll able to see like when the this flow has triggered. So this information is kept by this, and start condition requirement, this will be keeping your decision and all entry criteria, decisions, informations, so which we have put it down here. If you see here, entry criteria. So here if you see, like the record met the condition, if it will be not meeting, then it will say something, it's not met the criteria, something condition requirements. Okay, so entry criteria condition, if you see, name the specific record, it will be holding the value that specific record that we selected while when the debug window has opened, like their sample object sorry record which we selected, that will be shown here. The field value of that will be shown here, like test account was the account name. Okay, and contains test. This was satisfying the condition, then our control will move to the update these functions, update records, account, descriptions. Okay, then only suppose if it is not as satisfying our conditions, I'll show you that scenario also, then no, this operation is not going to execute, right? So let me show you that part again. So click on edit flow, click on debug, and in this scenario also you can select this. Let me create it and test. You can suppose if you wanted update test, here the test was there, like the flow is written for created or updated. So let me move to that name. I am removing. And one more thing, like the whatever changes you are making in this window, it is only, its scope is limited only to the till the flow, not it is going to modify your actual data. See, not trigger, because it is not fulfilling the criteria. The trigger record did not meet the condition requirement, so flow did not run. See here the selected object, selected record value is your account which we updated, right? So it is not meeting criteria. Similarly, you can go ahead with the view test. In this scenario, you have to create record, like for example test record. Here also you can take a reference of any existing data. So here you have to select when the this flow should run, set the trigger, like created I have selected, set the initial record. So I will going to suppose this, in this scenario this should not be trigger. Okay, so I have selected this. I have to set the assertion what I am expecting update. Here you have to select true or false. Now save it, click on view test, select your here come on this arrow button and run test and view result. Assertion were not evaluated. See here the trigger record did not meet the condition requirement, so and all. The name, if you see the selected account is not matching with the entry criteria, so it's not executed. Okay, similarly if you wanted to edit, if you wanted to make it satisfy the entry condition, so you have to select some other account. Let me put test here. Okay, now go and click on here, run, and see here it pass your condition and it get executed, right? So in case of view test, what you need to do similarly, like what all things is required by your flow, what all condition you have put it down, somehow you have to satisfy those. So you have to prepare your data in such a manner that fulfill your criteria. So in my case only one condition were there, so I updated the name. Here I put it down test, appended here. So similarly you can edit the data, select the existing any data, and you can update as per your need. This is not going to save in your database permanently, right? Its scope is limited to till this flow only, right? Thank you. This is all about how you can debug or view test to your flow, and the benefit of this is it is going to save your time. Means before deploying it in, before activating it, you can debug your flow to see that whether it is initial level of testing you can do, and further once it get activated you can test with your actual functional flow. So you will be more confident while testing, while testing it function. It will be saving your time, means activating and deactivating uh, things takes means yeah take times, and also lot of version means will get created, right? So to avoid those things we can, while development only, we can test through the debug and view test. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you will like it. If you like it, then give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel.